Hi everyone, my name is Yuri and I'm the owner of Adjust Media. I'm making this video today to give you a preview or a tutorial of building out a Black Friday campaign for a Shopify merchant that we work with from scratch, essentially. So I have all the details prepped. Every year I either write or record a full Black Friday tutorial with best practices. This is the fourth year in a row that I'm doing so. And I've learned a little bit every single year. Our strategies become a little bit more comprehensive every single year. But for the most part, today I'm coming with you with the 2021 strategy. I'm recording this on November 10th, so it's a little bit closer to Black Friday than I would have liked us to record, but that's because we were building out a lot of campaigns for all of our direct-to-consumer e-commerce merchants. And so just to give you a little bit of background to begin with, what we're going to go through today and who I am and what we do, we will go through Black Friday from A to Z. So we're going to craft an offer. We're going to show you, the discounts, the types of apps that we're using in order to execute those discounts. And then we're going to show you the email campaigns, which we've already built out. We're going to show you the creative, and we're going to go into Facebook ads really, really, really deeply so that we can show you specifically what a Black Friday campaign at Adjust Media looks like. But more so, it should be something that you're able to copy, you're able to implement on your own. Not everything will be applicable to everybody, but for the most part, we're going to try and leverage every warm audience that we can. We're going to try prospecting with our best performing cold audiences, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm about 2 minutes into this video. I'll tell you that last year when I recorded this video, it was about 45 minutes long. So this will be a long one. I don't really expect to shorten it. In fact, I expect that this video will be a little bit longer than last year because I'm going to go into different build outs. I'm going to show you the back end of Shopify. I'm going to show you Klaviyo and how to connect and integrate it with Facebook and how we're leveraging those audiences. So we're going to do that all today. I've done a little bit of legwork. So I've already written the ad copy. We've already created the emails. But we'll go through everything today. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I prefaced the entire call, sorry, not the call, but the video here, which, sorry, I'm doing in one take, by saying I'm the owner of Adjust Media. So we're a small remote digital advertising agency. We're about 5 years old at this point. We're a team of 5. And we offer services such as Facebook media buying, Google media buying. We're doing some LinkedIn ads now. So that's really our core competency. And then we're a Klaviyo preferred partner. We do a lot of email marketing. Our email designer is amazing. We do some design services to support ads. So we do graphic design. We do video editing. We don't do any production yet. That might be in the pipeline for 2022. But yeah, we're a team of 5. We're located all across the world. We're in Canada. There's 3 of us in Canada. One of us is in the US, one's in London, and then one is overseas in India, and he's phenomenal. But nonetheless, we're proud of all the work that we do, and hopefully you'll gain a lot of value today. That was a super long intro. We're about 3.5 minutes in, so let's dive into it. So as you can see here on my screen, which you guys probably were staring at all the time, this whole time, we have last year's Black Friday campaigns up, and this is the video that I made about it. So here are the results. So you can see we average about a 5x. We spent 6.5K. We brought in 32. But today we're actually going to go build out brand new campaigns that mimic this, but take it one step further. And so to start that, I really want to set the stage and say, okay, what is the offer that we have? So to set the stage, the offer that we've come up for this particular merchant is 15% off site-wide, 2 times reward points, and then up to 40% off accessories. So that's really like their least attractive lineup, but we're using that almost as a hook to get people in because it is a product that they do have products within their accessory line that they sell. So I'll open it up here. So we've decided, and I'm going to look at 2 screens just so you guys know that so here we have our holiday planning guide. We're going to be running it November 26th, which is I believe Black Friday proper, 27th and 28th. So it's a total of 72 hours. Let's take a look. So yeah, 26 is Black Friday proper. Sorry, had to check. So we're running it for a total of 72 hours. The deal is 15% off site-wide, 2 times reward points, and up to 40% off accessories. So how are we doing this all? First and foremost, you don't have to do it this way, but we scheduled a automatic discount on the back end of Shopify. So 26th, we're starting at midnight Eastern time. They're located in Eastern time. And then we're ending it on the 28th, midnight PST. So it's showing 29th at 3 a.m. So there's the 15% off. In regards to the actual loyalty points, we're going to go to Smile, which is the reward and loyalty program of choice. It's the app that this particular merchant uses. And we'll go in and we'll manually adjust the reward points, which there's a lot of members. If we head into the program here, we're able to see, give me a moment, performance, we're able to see how many people they have. So they have about 11,000 members. And it's growing. So they got 200 new members in the last 30 days. So clearly people are using it. We've transacted 950 different transactions using this. So we'll actually just go into the program here, and then under points, we'll manually adjust 2 points for every $1 spent. I remember when they just installed this app, there was actually a way to schedule this out. Fortunately, that doesn't exist anymore, so we're not able to do that. And then the last portion of the sale is up to 40% off accessories. And because we can't stack discounts, we're running automatic discounts. What they're going to do is just slash the product price. So if it was $20, they'll slash it down to, I don't know, $17.50. Then there's 15% off that. I hope the math is right on that. But for the most part, it's around 40%. You get where we're getting at. So that's the offer. Whatever offer you have, doesn't matter. This is just for the purposes of this particular merchant. So when we think about a Black Friday campaign here, and keep in mind, everything I'm doing right now is live. I will actually be executing this for the clients. So we've already done some legwork, as I said, but as we think about it as an integrated communication plan. So everything needs to look the same, feel the same, have the same verbiage, have the same messaging, have very similar, if not the same, imagery or video. So when we think about a Black Friday campaign, we think about what we're responsible for, which is typically just ads and email. And so with that said, we like to create, because we have design services, we like to create banners or videos, but in this case, it's going to be banners that are appropriate for every single touch point of every single size during Black Friday. So if you think about it, we have all of our emails, we have all of our ads, and then we also have our mobile and our desktop site. So we're creating the same banners, which you'll see, you're obviously going to see them soon, for those particular touch points. And they're all pretty much exactly the same. So I'll start off by just showing you guys what our campaigns look like. And then we'll go into campaigns within Klaviyo. And then we'll actually go in and we will build out ads. So for the campaigns, we've got 3, 1 per day. Right now, that's what's scheduled out, but we will be sending resends throughout the day. And there's also going to be SMS, which we're able to use MMS with the image. We use SMS bump for that, although MMS is quite expensive here in Canada. But nonetheless, so we have 3 campaigns. If we jump into the campaigns, it's basically the way that we scheduled it out was we have an on now, we have a still on, and we have a last chance. So 26 is on now. There'll be a resend throughout the day. 27th, still on. Again, resend throughout the day. 28th, last chance with a countdown timer, will be resent again on the last day, 4 or 5 hours before it actually ends. Don't pay attention right now to the recipients, but for the most part, you can run the master list. But this is one of the few times that we would run a master list, but for the most part, throughout the year, we would run engaged segments or segment-specific campaigns. So we'll go into the content here. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'll show you 2 out of the 3. So we have 15% off Black Friday Bonanza is on now. Save 15% on treats and drinks and up to 40% on accessories. If we view the actual email here, you'll notice that we use a big mix of Image assets and live text. Live text is important because we personalize everything. So you can see Milky Mama, lactation treats. We have 15% off Black Friday Bonanza. That's the main offer. And then we have what we create as stamps, or what we call stamps, as like secondary offers. So earn double rewards, up to 40% off accessories. I really hope you can all see this. Fingers crossed. And then no code required because an automatic discount offer valid until 11/28, 11:59 p.m. PST, and then subscriptions excluded because this particular merchant has subscriptions and it goes through a separate checkout. Thank you so much, Bold version 1. Please upgrade us, please. Anyone who has Bold can understand that challenge. Nonetheless, here's the live text. This holiday season, we have a special treat for you. Treat for you. Look, we make mistakes too. Treat for you. Our Black Friday Bonanza is on now during our largest event of the year. Enjoy 15% off your order of lactation treats and drinks. Earn 2 times reward points on everything and up to 40% off accessories. To redeem, here's the website, and you'll automatically be 15% will automatically be applied at checkout. This offer ends Saturday 11/28, which is actually Sunday, not Saturday. Sunday 11/28. Again, live. We double check everything. Sunday 11/28 at 11:59 p.m. PST. Don't miss out. Love the Milky Mama Canada team. Now we have specific blocks that call it out even further. So we've got a treat for you, 15% off lactation treats plus 2 times reward points. These are all clickable. So this goes to the treats collection. This goes to the rewards sign up. This goes to the accessories collection. And then we have product blocks below with call to actions. So this is the type of email that we will run. So we'll again run 1, 2, and 3, which is on now, still on, and last chance. I'm just going to go, I wasn't going to, but now I will. I'm going to go through emails 2 and 3 as well because I did find errors in 1 and 2. So we've got Mama, our Black Friday Bonanza is still on, save 15%. Great. You can see here that it is fairly similar. The only difference is that now we've put on almost like a banner that says still on across the top. This has changed as well. So this is not the same text from before. We changed the images here to be a little bit more inclusive. And then for the most part, the rest is the same. Perfect. So that's campaign 2. And then campaign 3 will differ because it includes the countdown timer to the end. So that countdown timer, we use something called Centric. Centric is a free countdown timer tool that you're able to use in conjunction with Klaviyo. All you have to do is pull in your end date, background labels, then you hit generate and it generates it. I'll show you what that looks like in real time. Sorry, just give me a moment. So ends tonight, don't miss out. Again, we changed the across the top, the banner that says ends tonight. Here's the countdown timer. We tell people that when the timer expires, the sale ends. Again, different image, but again, still the same click-through URL. If you haven't noticed already, again, this is one take, super live. So if I stutter, if I need to drink some water, it is what it is. I learned from last year. So here is the entire email strategy, if you will. We will be duplicating this. We will be splitting it out into different segments, but for the most part, these are the 3 main designs. Now, with that said, these designs carry through on the website. If I pull up what our banners look like, give me one moment here. So we have our homepage banner, 15% off Black Friday, plus 2 times the reward points. And then we also have a, if I can find it, I believe it is here. This is our mobile banner. It's also going to be the ad that we use. So it will be consistent and cohesive across the board on all touch points. We'll be using an SMS as well. So that concludes the whole email portion. Now, what most people, most merchants come to us for is paid media execution all throughout the year, not just on Black Friday, but every Black Friday, every holiday season. I do like to make tutorials. In 2018 and 2019, I wrote blog posts about what we're doing and the results of what we were doing. Those can be found on adjustmedia.co under our blog section. I'll just show it real quick. You can read them; they're still applicable. So they're under our blog section here, and if you scroll down, you can find the Black Friday strategy somewhere. So e-commerce holiday advertising guide. Also have one for 2018. In 2020, last year, we did a video much like this. Again, it was about 45 minutes long. I can try and find a link, but this one is building on last year. So we're taking all our learnings from last year, which was super successful. I've received dozens of emails, comments on threads, YouTube comments on how helpful it was. So feel free, again, just to take it and then manipulate it so that it's more relevant towards your brand, your offer, your dates, your times, etc. But the way that we build things out now, they're going to be fairly similar. And so that's what most people will come to us for. But if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. My personal email is uri@adjustmedia.co. So now to get into it, I'm going to pull up Notion here, which is our project management doc. And I've done a little bit of prep work here. And this prep work will showcase all the different audiences that we're going to build and execute on today within Facebook. So we have our Klaviyo master list, our repeat purchase from Klaviyo, our email engagers who open and click in the last 120 days. It's important because in this client, the 120-day look back period, which is 4 months, is really the life cycle of a customer. So anything further than that wouldn't really work. So like the master list, for example, there's I think 60,000 people on it, around there. I would say about 40,000 of them we probably won't want to hit, and 20,000 we will. But we like using the master list anyways. We use it as a lookalike audience throughout the year. Recent subscribers, so anyone who subscribed to a list in the last 120 days, people who are active on site in the last 120 days. So these are all of our Klaviyo audiences that we're going to pull into Facebook today. Then we also pull in our pixel-based audiences. Again, we want to hit every single warm audience that we can, especially now with with Apple's app tracking transparency and iOS 14 and everyone going through the adpocalypse. It's important that we try and hit every single audience, see which ones are working, see which ones aren't working, because of that we're breaking them out, and each one of these will have different ad sets. So we're hitting past purchasers, 180 day from pixel. That's the longest you can do. Same with add to cart, same with view content, same with website visitors. Then we're also going to pull our collection page visitors, people who've been to specific content IDs, which are product pages. Then we're also going to break down the types of visitors by how long they spend on site. So top 25%, top 10%. People who watch the videos on Facebook for more than 50% of the time. Facebook page likers, Facebook post and ad engagers in the last year, all Instagram engagers in the last year. And then what's important here is also 3 to 5 of our top performing cold audiences, because Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever holiday you're supporting is also a very, very lucrative time and an opportune time to prospect. So we're going to include those, but very important, we're going to exclude the warm audiences. That's why I like using the master list, because it excludes like basically anyone who's ever signed up. And then we're also going to apply rules. We'll get to that when we can. I also wrote the ad copy, so I'll go through that really quickly with you now. We typically like to use 2 different types of ad copy for sales. One is called a checklist style. One is called a paragraph style. So checklist style is just like bullet points, but we use emojis to spice things up. Sometimes your brand won't use emojis or it's not a good fit. Nonetheless, here it is. Our annual Black Friday bonanza is on now. Take 15% off site-wide, get 2 times reward points, up to 40% off accessories. Discounts automatically apply at checkout on now until here are the dates and times. Here's the web URL, and subscriptions excluded. So if there's any sort of T&Cs, terms and conditions, you'd want to put that there. But if it's too long, just star conditions apply. Headline, newsfeed, link, description, we'll go through that. And then the second style is paragraph style. So this is more long form, it's more from the heart. Hey Canada, we're celebrating Black Friday with our biggest sale ever. From now until November 28th, take 15% off your entire order of Canada's best-selling and favorite lactation treats, smoothies, and lattes, plus up to 40% off nursing accessories, plus 2 times reward points on your order. Discount automatically apply to checkout while supplies last. Here you go. Subscriptions excluded. So these are the 2 types, and we're only going to build 2 ads, and they're going to use the same unit. The only thing that we're doing differently this year is we're going to take everything, and we're also going to run a story campaign, which we didn't do last year. So we're going to go through that today. That's enough about the copy. Feel free to pause it here if you want to copy it, but nonetheless, let's get into it. So let's pull up our our audiences. So this is what we want to hit right now. So let's make sure that we have them built in Klaviyo. Again, this is kind of like the long part. If you know how to do this, fast forward. If you don't know how to do this, feel free to follow along. So we have our lists and segments. The first one was the master list, which I know exists. So master list definition, if you look at it, is email contains at. We have about 60,000 people in it. So that's good. Repeat purchasers. Let's see. Do we have repeat purchasers? Repeat buyers. Yeah, 6,000 repeat buyers. Email engagers who opened and clicked. So let's type in engagers. Engage. 120-day engage. It does exist. Opened email or clicked email in the last 120 days. Beautiful. Do we have active on? We're actually going to edit this. We're going to update the definition to also active on site. So I'm going to consolidate that. So open email at least once in the last 120 days, clicked email at least once in the last 120 days, or what someone has done or not done is active on site at least once in the last 120 days. Let's update that. And then let's update this. So email engagers open, clicked, / active on site, last 120 days. So we'll just get rid of that because it's basically the same audience. Recent subscribers. So so we updated to 22,000. Recent subscribers, do we have that? So we have recent subscribers, but only in the last 30 days. So we're going to create a new segment here, and we're going to go to segment, select a condition. What someone has done or not done is subscribe to list in at least once in the last 120 days. It's going to be kind of small. Recent subscribers, 120 days. Again, for you, this might be longer. It might be 360 days. And then active on site, we said we're getting rid of. I don't know why that didn't go away. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 Klaviyo lists. So we're able to actually pull these into Facebook. So how do you do that? You go to integrations, and then you go to Facebook advertising. If you don't have it, search for it, add it. And then you can see all the segments that we have here. So we have a repeat buyers list. Here's the Klaviyo segment. Here's the Facebook segment. We have the repeat buyers. I believe we have the master list. Beautiful. We need to get email engagers. So let's add that in. So engage, 120 day engaged. That's what we just made, I believe. Yes, it is. Select audience is going to be, we're going to create, we're going to call it Klaviyo 120 day engaged, opened, clicked, active on site. We're going to do that and create the audience, and it's going to push it to my Facebook ad account. I'm going to be able to see it. And then the last one is recent subscribers. We're going to add another audience. We're going to call it recent subscribers 120 days, create a new audience. Recent subscribers from Klaviyo, 120 days. And we're going to create the audience. So now you have to hit update settings. And now in our ad account, in our Facebook ad account, we're actually going to see these audiences if you go to the audience tab. But until then, I mean, starting now, we've already built audiences. All the rest of these audiences already exist in my account because I used them from last year. So in order to speed up the process here, what I'm going to do is I will actually take the old campaign from last year. I'm going to duplicate it, and I will take those audiences where applicable and remove the ones that aren't applicable. So we're going to rename this the Black Friday 2021 sale. We said that it's running from November 26th to 28th. So this is November 26th to 28th. We're going to go into there. We're going to take all the ads that exist, and we're going to delete them because we don't want to reuse ads. Then we're also going to edit the start date. The start date will start on November 26th at midnight or 12. This is very annoying. 01 a.m. Eastern. we're going to edit the end date. We said it's ending on the 28th at 11:59 PST, but because my ad account is in Eastern time, we got to end it on the 29th at 3 a.m. Eastern. We're going to save that to draft. We're going to turn everything on, save to draft. Then we're going to reset the budget. Now the budget, what I like to do is I like to always start with a fairly significant budget, especially on Black Friday, because it's so competitive. It takes a while to ramp up. If you start early, it's not going to be a problem, but this account is not starting early. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to start deleting everything that's not relevant to us. So we'll just delete all the Klaviyo ones, and we'll delete all the cold ones as well. And we'll go through that in a minute. But all the cold ads will be deleted. Cold. Repeat purchasers from Klaviyo master list. Sorry about that, guys. I just unclicked them all, and I got to move myself. Didn't know that was possible. So Klaviyo, cold. This is going to be a lot faster than last year. We're just going to do this really quickly. So we're going to delete all these. So we just deleted 12 ad sets. And so right now what we have, if I compare to my list here, we're going to knock them off one by one. 365-day Facebook post ad engagers is, we're going to turn that green, which means we have it. 180-day purchasers from Pixel. We have 100 add to cart from Pixel we have as well. So both of these will be green. Green means checked. Top 25% video watchers. Here I had 50%, but we're going to go with top 25%. That's okay. Green. Top percent website visitors. So we stacked them last year. Color green. View content from Pixel. We have beautiful. Let's turn that green. Instagram engagers, website visitors, and collection page visitors. So we have these two are done. Green. And then also Instagram engagers. So there's a few more that we need to make. So we'll start with, actually, we're not even going to do all, we'll do all content IDs. So let me just publish this really quickly. Review and publish. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Once that's published, it's probably a lot quicker if I split the screen. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build our Klaviyo audiences. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. We have 4 Klaviyo audiences. So let's just duplicate it by 4. And then we're going to go ahead and include those real quick. So let's go in and edit them one by one. So this one will be the Klaviyo master list. We're going to go down and we're going to choose the audience. You'll see here, we're going to get rid of this, and this. And this is going to be Klaviyo master list. So that's done. Next up is Klaviyo repeat purchasers. Here. Delete these again. Repeat. There we go. Next up is email Klaviyo 120-day engaged, opened, clicked, and active on site. Right. So we're going to go down here again. 1, 2, 3. Klaviyo engaged. I think it was under engaged. 120-day engaged. See, we pushed it from Klaviyo and it showed up. Beautiful. The last one is Klaviyo recent subscribers. Klaviyo 120-day recent subscribers. Go in here. Recent subscribers from Klaviyo. That one. So now all of our Klaviyo lists are done. Correct. Color, we're going to turn that green, and I don't want to miss anything. So I am actually going to do the other two warm audiences here. So all content ID visitors. Content ID means just to let you guys know, when you end up on a website and you end up on a product page, if you don't have ad block on, which you shouldn't, it pulls up the content ID here. So view content, and then here's the content ID. So we build audiences for that. So we'll go ahead, we'll do all content ID. Content ID, 30-day visitors. So that should be included. There's a lot of custom audiences. So we have, it's under 30. So all of these, so 30-day latte mix. Again, I'm in my own way. 30-day. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Maybe it's 30D. Here we go. So this is how I do it. Emergency brownies, 30-day starter packs. 30. I'm just going to add these all in super quickly. Sorry, it's taking a little while. It's okay. We'll get it all sorted. There we go. Speeding it up. Now these audiences might be deprecated at this point, and we'll see after Black Friday. So that's the content ID. So that's created. Color, we're going to turn it green. Publish that as well. Really quick. Publish. We still have to do page likers and 3 to 5 top performing cold audiences, excluding warm. So this is where we will actually go into our cold campaign, and this is how I determine how we are prospecting. So I'll pull like last 90 to 120 days. So I'll go in there, I'll pull it, I'll see how we did. So if I go to our purchases, obviously the one with the most volume is going to be our best layer. We're going to go in and we're going to see how these have performed in terms of volume. You could look at ROAS or you could look at CPAs. But typically, if you were doing it right throughout the year, the ones with the most volume have the lowest CPAs and the highest ROAS. So we're going to choose the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I like to use. Actually, we're going to choose more than 5. And choose 7 for this account because we want to go big. So we just copy them by doing Control-C or Command-C. We're going to go to the Black Friday sale, and we're going to duplicate it into the Black Friday sale. It's going to duplicate. It's going to take a little while because the ads are already in there, but we need to make a lot of edits. So we need to make edits to the dates, to the budgets, to the ads, and then as well as exclusion audiences if they weren't already there, so that we exclude all of our warm audiences. So just give it a moment for it to think and load. And we'll go ahead and build ads right after this, and then we'll make some duplications. We're about 30 minutes in. I presume at this point it will be another 25 minutes if I can do it quickly. So let's go ahead and do that. So these are our top cold audiences. First and foremost, I want to find and replace anything that says this copy. We want to get rid of it. So save that to draft. I want to turn these on, save to draft. I want to edit the start date to be the same as the other start date, which was November 26th at 12:01 a.m. Save to draft. And I want it to say, change the end date to not ongoing, but November 29th at 3 a.m. Oops. At 3 a.m. Save to draft. Then I also want to rename them. Unfortunately, I can't find and replace everything. So we're just going to say cold so we can identify cold. So cold, we're going to copy this. Paste. looks like for the most part, we have been excluding our master list, which is great, but hold on. So now the ad sets are all set. We're just going to change the budget to be in line with everything else. But typically, I like to add at least 50 to 80% more for cold budget because CPAs will be a little bit higher, but you want to prospect. So I'm doing these at $150. Save that to draft. Then you want to go in and make sure we're deleting all the ads. There's going to be 50 in each one because we max out everything that we can. So let's just delete these really quick. And then we also want to make sure that we are excluding all warm audiences from here. So we're going to edit. We can bulk edit, I believe, the exclusion audiences. Remove these, otherwise it won't work. Exclude. Yeah, so we want to exclude the Klaviyo master list from everybody, from all the cold. That's the master list that we like to exclude. I don't care if they visit the website. It's okay. Anyone who's already in our ecosystem, I don't want anymore. So that concludes the cold. I'm not sure why it's showing 142 ads still. So let's delete those. That should do it. Okay. So now all of our ad sets are set up with the exception of the Facebook page likers, which I'll do another time just to speed this up. So we're going to color this green. So all the audiences are set up again, except for this one, but that's okay. I'll do that after the video. Now we're going to move on to the next part. The next part is ensuring that we have the ad set up. So I've always found, I've always liked to build my original ads in one ad set. So we're going to choose original, and we're going to build the two ads in this one ad set. So name this ad, we're going to call it Black Friday 2021. We're going to do this checklist style, original. We're going to hit continue. So use the selected Facebook page. No, we're going to choose the Instagram profile. And then we need to add media, add image, and then I need to upload the image. So again, we're only using one image, and we're going to be using two different copy versions. So let's go to Milky Mama, and then we have the 1000 by 1000. So we're just going to upload this. We're going to make sure it's all original size. We don't want to blow it up, and we'll be doing Instagram stories after this. It's a lot easier with Instagram stories. Thank God I already wrote the primary text, so we're just going to go and copy and paste it. It's on my other screen, but that's okay. All built out. We're going to change our headline. We're going to change our newsfeed link description. Our website, we're going to drag it to the homepage because the banner is going to be there. We don't care for a call extension. And then we just want to change the CTA here. If I can find it, I always lose that one little button, which is so tiny. Where are you? Every time. Here, call to action, we're going to do get offer because it's a limited time offer. Here's what the ad will look like. We'll expand it. There we go. Looks pretty good. My only call out is my capitalization, but I will fix that afterwards. So we're going to publish it. We're going to build a URL parameter, social. We like doing ad set name, campaign name, ad name, apply. So that was checklist style. Then we're going to duplicate it. If I can find my campaign here, here we go. There's my original ads. There we go. Original ads, duplicate. And we're going to do the paragraph style. Change the name here to paragraph style. Change the headline. And the newsfeed link description slightly. Same get offer, same parameters. We're going to hit publish. Now, one thing that I preach every year is duplicating into multiple ad sets actually makes different post IDs. And a post ID is a particular ID that will link back to a particular post. And so as this ad goes live and as people share, like, comment, etc., if you just duplicated, you would have multiple IDs and it wouldn't aggregate that engagement. So what we want to do is actually take this post ID and then aggregate it into all the different ad sets so that it can actually accumulate and it helps optimize even better. So we're going to take both the checklist style and the paragraph style. We're going to copy it and we're going to paste it into everything that doesn't say original. So unclick that. We're going to paste it. And then we're going to change all the ads. So duplicating it would mean that they all have different posts here, which I don't like. So we're going to search for paragraph style. And now we have all the paragraph style ads, all of them. So we're going to take them and we're going to edit them. And we're going to use existing post. And this is the paragraph style ad. We're going to take it. This is the post ID after the string of URLs. And we're going to hit enter post ID. We're going to submit it. Then we also need to change the name. So we're going to edit, find and replace original / copy. And we're just going to do post ID. So now we know which ones are the originals and which ones are the actual IDs. We're going to hit publish. And then we have to do the same thing for the checklist style. So let's go into ad name contains checklist. Check, maybe. I don't know. What did I call it? Did I do it wrong? Oh, I did do checklist style. So let's try it again. Everything except for the original ads contains. Oh, there we go. So let's find and replace. First of all, find and replace -original -copy, and we'll add post ID. So we know which one's the original. We know which one's the ID. Save that to draft. We're going to edit it. And we're going to use existing post. And we're going to drop in the post ID again. Now, one thing that I did not just do, I didn't add my URL parameters. So I have to do that again. Super quick. Just go in, edit everything, build a parameter, social, content name, campaign name, ad name. And now Google Analytics is going to pull everything from there. So that concludes the build out of our Black Friday campaign. Now, one thing I didn't tell you is that this is exactly what I did last year. We used 2 ads, 1 checklist, 1 paragraph. We put it all in this type of build out. However, this year we're going to split it up. We're going to make sure that this runs on all placements except for story. And we're going to have story specific creative and story specific campaigns. So we're actually going to go in here. We're going to edit the placements. So we're going to edit placements to remove. This has all the feeds. So this is feeds only. And these are all automatic placements. So we actually have to fix that. Let's see if we can do it real quick. Oh, it'll be on the ad set. Yeah, we're on the ad set level. So let's see if it'll let me here. Otherwise, I might have to do it again afterwards. Locations, gender, detail targeting. Yes, we have to do manual placements, and we're doing everything except feed. Sorry, instead of stories. So we're going to remove stories from all the ad sets. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to duplicate this entire campaign, everything in the campaign, and we're going to make story ads in different campaign. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the Black Friday 2021 sale, but it's feed campaign. Feed campaign. So now we're going to just hit dupe. We're going to duplicate it, create a new campaign, and we're going to call this story campaign. So it will be different placement. We did not do this last year. However, I am very interested in seeing how it's going to perform this year. So this is one of the learnings that I prefaced the call with, saying, hey, we're going to do something a little bit different this year. So this is going to be our story campaign. We're going to go in. All the ad sets remain the same. The only difference is I don't think there's going to be so much reach. So what I want to do with the budget is I just want the budget to be really small here. So we're going to call it $10 a day on everything. So it's really secondary to us. We're going to save that to draft. And then we have to change the placements as well. So let's go in and hit edit. And we're just going to change the placements here to be story only. I believe it's down here. So this will be everywhere, not in feeds, just in stories and reels, not in stream, not in search, not in apps and sites, and not in article. So those are all going to be removed, and it's story only. We also need to delete all the ads because all the ads are not relevant. So we're going to hit delete. We're going to publish everything. And once it's published, we're going to build out our story ads real quick. Wow, 47 minutes. I think we're officially over last year. We should be done before the hour. So if I go into campaigns and I go to, where'd it go? Oh, it's because I still have the thing on. So if we go to, lost it. Let's type in BF 2021. That's why naming conventions are just so damn important all the time. Why aren't these even populating here? There we go. So we'll go back to the original. And naming convention is so important. We'll see that again when we talk about like how we named cold. So we could actually go back to last year and look at like how cold performed by just searching. But nonetheless, I'm just going to create an ad here. Name this ad BF 2021 story ad. Story ads, if they take the full 1080 by 1920, the full vertical space, don't have any headlines or text or anything with them. So that's why it's so easy to break it out. And that's why I want to try it this year. And I'm be more than happy to update everyone with how it goes. So we're going to add an image. We're going to upload the 1080 by 1920. Sorry, the 1980 by 1020. Nonetheless, the vertical one should be 1080 by 1920. Yeah, there we go. 1080 by 1920. Use the original aspect ratio. And we're just going to do get offer for the swipe up. Headline, 15% off. Friday sale. Doesn't really need a primary text or anything. We're going to not show a call extension. I don't know why it keeps on defaulting to that. So milkymamacanada.com. Build a URL parameter. Again, social ad set name, campaign name, ad name. Because there are no engagements on swipe ups, we are simply going to duplicate it. There's no point of, there's no likes, comments, shares, etc. So we're just going to take that original that we put here, and we're just going to take the ad. If it ever loads, that's precisely where I put it. There we go. And we're just going to copy it across all of our ad sets here. So if I can find, sorry, it's really freaking out on me right now. So story campaign, welcome to Facebook world. We're going to duplicate it across all these ad sets. Just going to make sure that, again, naming conventions, we're going to get rid of dash copy. We don't like that. Find and replace, dash copy, space, save that to draft. We're going to publish. So now we've completed 2 out of 3 ad sets, campaigns. The third campaign that we're going to build will be a dynamic campaign. It's super easy to do. But before we do that, I want to showcase to you the 2 rules that we put on. So let me go back to my notes here. We said we're going to duplicate everything into the story campaign. We've already done that. So we're going to color that green. Thank God. I love checking it off. We have done a lot of work this year. The majority is green, not everything, but we're getting there. We're hoping to be done by the end of this week. Our team is hard at work. But nonetheless, we've got 3 rules. Ad rules don't work anymore. So what we're going to do is create rules on the ad set level. That means that we will auto scale or auto decrease. And so the way that we like to do it is we like to scale the budget by 20% if the CPA for us is less than $15. And then we want to decrease the budget by 30% if the CPA is greater than $20. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll only do it on one just to make it a lot quicker. So I'll do it on the feed campaign because it has bigger budgets. That's the advantage of having so many different ad sets. If they work, they scale up like quick. If they don't work, we cut the budget like super quickly. So these run every 30 minutes. I'll show you how to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all rules, create a new rule. We're going to do a custom rule, and we're going to write scale budget by 20%. Did I say 20%? Yes, 20% if CPA is less than $15. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase the daily budget. Let's do a maximum of $600. We're going to do the once hourly by 20% if the cost per result is smaller than $15. I'm going to hit add, and we're going to change the lifetime impressions because 8,000 is a lot. I'm just going to do 500. And we're going to do it continuously. So we're going to run this rule all the time. So if the cost per result, which is purchase, is less than $15, we will scale the budget by 20% once hourly up to $600 per ad set. We got 21 ad sets here. So we're going to hit create. Rule created and applied. We're going to do the decrease rule, the stop loss now. So create a new rule. So it's going to scale, 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 scale. If it stops working and CPAs become $20, we're going to scale back by 30% every half an hour. So custom rule, scale, decrease spend by 30% if CPA is greater than 20. So 21 ad sets, we're going to decrease daily budget by 30% to a floor of 100. Let's do $80 once hourly if the cost per result is greater than $20 and the lifetime impressions is greater than 500. So it goes quickly. We're going to schedule it continuously. We're going to hit create, and our rules are created. And so now we have our main feed campaign that's going to scale up quick or scale back if it's not working. And we have our Instagram story campaign that's running at a lower budget, but it's only in one placement. So we'll manually look into it throughout the day and see how that does. So that is our main 2 campaigns. We're actually going to go ahead and schedule these. The last one, which I want to do with you today, is our DPA campaign, or dynamic product ad campaign. So we'll go ahead and build that. And that's really the last thing we're going to do today. We like to use one carousel and one collection ad. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build it for the same time frame using people who view content for us within the last 90 days. So who viewed it today, who viewed it last week, who viewed it within a month, who viewed it within 45 days and 90 days. And then people also added to cart but didn't purchase within the last 7, 14, and 30 days. So that's what we're going to build. So we're going to create, and this is done using a catalog sale campaign. We got to choose the catalog. So this is Milky Mama Canada catalog. Name your campaign. So this is BF 2021 sale feed. Sorry, not feed. Dpa campaign. Create ad set. We're just going to do 1 day VC. We'll get into that in a moment. So we're going to make our 2 ads and we're going to make our duplications right after. So 1 day VC, if we go into it, this is again using dynamic ads. So it only cookies the products which people see or have added to cart. So I don't want to use all products, but I want to use in stock products. Sorry, give me a second. In stock products. So if inventory is greater than 0. We want to optimize an offer link clicks. I don't know what always defaults to that. We're going to do conversion events, purchase. Daily budget, we'll do $25. We're going to start it on November 26th at 12:01 a.m., much like everything else. And we're going to end it on the 29th at 3 a.m., which is the 28th. So we're going to retarget people who have viewed or interacted. We're going to do 1 day add to cart. View content and add it to cart but not purchase. And that's it. We're going to do automatic placements. We're going to go in here. We're going to use the same ad copy and we're going to customize things. And then we're also actually going to add a frame. So I like using the paragraph style because it's a little bit more friendly, I would say. So what we're doing is we're going to first choose let's see if we can do this. We're going to do a carousel first. So the carousel, let's add a card, an intro card, and we're going to use our image that we've already used before. Give me a second. There's our Black Friday one, the same as all the other ads, so it's consistent and cohesive, like I said. Our headline is 15% off, 2 times reward points, up to 40% off accessories, discount automatically applies. So, no code required. Same thing, no code required. We're going to take the copy here. This is the wrong URL. MilkyMamaCanada.com. And we're also going to add it to the primary text. Then we're going to do something cool that we've never done before in other years. So we're going to do 15% off. Product name, no code required. So you'll notice here that if you look at the headlines, 15% off emergency cookies, no code required. 15% off sampler pack, no code required. It pulls it automatically. Or let's do Black Friday Bonanza. And we're going to edit the creative here. We're going to add a frame. So this is something that I'm going to try. It may not work, but let's upload the image. We had our designer actually take those stamps from the emails. So we had the rewards stamps, so earn double rewards or up to 40% off accessories. I think this one makes more sense, which is earn double the rewards. Let's see what happens when we put it on. Continue. Is it big enough? Is it small enough? It is not the right size. Let's see. A little bit too small. And that's a little bit too big. Yeah, we're gonna make it completely opaque. We'll have to work with this just because for the purpose of this video, I'm going to publish it, but nonetheless, we usually wouldn't. But it's blocking some of the product titles, whereas other titles it's not. That just has to do with how the catalog's set. But yeah, blending, what happens? Let's see, darkening. No, we're not going to do any of this. So we're going to add those in. And then you'll notice here that on the should have worked. Yeah, there we go. That if we expand this out, that we have our main card, and then I don't know why it's only populating on a few. It should populate on them all, technically speaking. But we have our little stamp here on top. So we're going to run that. I'm going to assume that that's a glitch. We're going to make sure that the URL is the right URL again. There we go. And we will publish this. So this is going to be our Black Friday 2021 carousel. And one more thing that we like doing is also running a collection ad, which is a mobile full screen unit. So we're going to do that super quick. And then wow, an hour already. Sweet. So we're going to duplicate that and we're going to make a a collection ad. You can tell it's getting to my head already. So this is going to be collection. We're going to change it to collection ad. We're going to keep everything the same except for the actual unit. So we're going to use a dynamic full screen. We're going to use the same image as we have been using. Hit continue. We're going to say shop 15% off. We're going to run it to the home page again. Primary text will be, actually, let's use the checklist for this one just to give it a little bit more variety. Headline will be here. And then we got to select our domain. And there's the full screen ad. So now we have our collection and our carousel, but what we don't have is all the ad sets that I said we would have. So let's go ahead and build those super quick. If we go into it, we can see we need a 7, 30, 45, and 90-day view content, and then 7, 14, and 30-day add to cart. So that's a total of 7 more, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 7 more. And keep in mind that you are able to edit these to your heart's desire. So, I mean, if you're selling, I don't know, any sort of widget, if you're selling a hoodie and you think people who bought from you last year will also buy from you this year, then you can extend that out a little bit further. This is a consumable. People need this product at a particular time in their life. So, and their life cycle, as I mentioned, is about 4 months. So we're going out to about 90 days. Just keep that in mind. So this will be a 7-day. We're going to do this super quick. So that's 7-day. Well, let me edit it. So that's, I got to do one by one. Edit name, 7-day VC. I got to do it one by one. I'm sorry. Save to draft. Anyways, you guys get the picture. I'll skip through this for now. I'm going to actually go ahead. I'm going to pause it and I will finish this up. And then in a second, I will come back. It'll be complete. Just give me one moment. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This might look weird in the final recording, but nonetheless, I just went ahead and I did this all so you can see here all the audiences that we just discussed. I'm just going to go ahead and publish this, and that will conclude the whole build out. So let's run through everything we chatted about today. Again, we chatted about having or the importance of an integrated plan, whereas your assets in your email and your SMS and your ads and your website, any touch point that a customer is coming through or has with your brand should be consistent and cohesive. Your email campaigns should follow the schedule. So if you have a 7-day schedule, like try and hit at least once a day. This is like the one time of the year where frequency is probably more important than having a lower frequency. If you're condensed like this account is, trying a couple a day, so 2 a day throughout the 3-day period. When it comes down to ads themselves, when we talk about the build out, we this year are trying 3 different campaigns, whereas last year we only had 2. Again, the difference here would be the fact that we break out the story campaign from the feed campaign. It's important that you have all your warm audiences covered, including the Klaviyo audiences. It's important that you're excluding your warm audiences from your cold audiences. It's important that you have rules set up in order to scale or scale back as a stop loss. It's important that you duplicate the post IDs where possible. It's important that you have assets that fit the ad unit. So don't run a square in a story ad. It doesn't look nice. It doesn't give you good feeling or good experience. Try and run your dynamic ads. And for us at Adjust, it's very important that we name everything in our ad accounts so that in a year or when it's over, you can see how everything did. So just as a last point, if I pull up Black Friday from 2020, I can just see, oh, look, Black Friday 2020, how did we do? Okay, like we performed fairly well. If pull up maximum, so we did a 5x, but oh, how did cold audiences do? Like we averaged a 1474 CPA and a 5x. Like how did cold audiences do? Oh, cold audiences did a little bit worse, right? Like twice as worse, $28 or $14, 2.8 versus 4.8. But then we can identify audiences too that did well. So you know what? This was long, but I hope it was informative. I hope it provided you value. Um, if you made it this far, like congratulations, like you really deserve a pat on the back. I definitely need a drink. But I'm wishing all of you a very, happy holidays. Crush it with your ads, crush it with your emails. If you ever want to chat with us, our team is our experts in all sorts of communication platforms. We have an amazing email marketing team. We have an amazing ad buying team. Our creative is great as well. If you ever want to reach out to us, whether you're watching this from a post that I posted on Facebook in a group or a LinkedIn group or a LinkedIn profile or our Adjust Media profile or on YouTube or somebody sent it to you, take with it, run with it, copy it. But I want to hear from you. And I'm going to make a follow-up as well to show you how we did this year versus last year. Hopefully I'll do a write-up, no promises. If I find some time, we've been extremely busy. We've been growing. Our team has doubled in the last year. We're working with 18 different merchants right now, which is our craziest ever. We hope to be working with 25 this time next year. We hope that all of our merchants grow and have successful holiday seasons. So nonetheless, I guess that's enough pushing, which, shameless plug at the end, but nonetheless, you guys watched for an hour. So I guess I deserve that. Feel free to reach out. Our website is adjustmedia.co. You can find us on Facebook under Adjust Media. I'm just going to pull that up here as well. Or you can email me directly at uri@adjustmedia.co, or just go through our Facebook page and send us a message. Book a time through our site. We hope to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was insightful. Leave a comment below. And wishing you all the best this year and happy holidays. Take care, everyone. Again, Yuri from Adjust Media, and wishing you all an amazing, amazing holiday. Take care.